Hi students. First of all, introduction. SQL constraints are essential of elements in relational database design that ensure integrity, accuracy, reliability of the data stored in the database. By enforcing the specific rules on the column, the SQL constraints help to maintaining data consistency and preventing invalid data entries and optimizing the query performance. Next, what are the SQL constraints? The SQL constraints are the rules applied to the columns or tables in a relational database. The limit of the data that can be inserted, updated, or deleted. The rules they ensure the data is valid, then the consistent and adherence to the business logic and database requirements. The constraints can be enforced during the table creations or later using the alter table statement. They play a vital role in the maintaining quality and integrity of types of constraints. First one is not null constraint, second unique, third primary key, fourth forming key, fifth check constraint, then last constraint is default constraint. First one, not null constraint. The not null constraint ensure that the column cannot contain null value. So, important the column where the value is essential for identifying the records or performing the calculations. If a column is defined or not null, every row must include a value that the column. Example, create table student ID int of I, int of 6 not null, the name marker of 10 not null, address marker of 20. In the above example, both ID and name columns are defined with not null constraint, meaning every student must have an ID and name value. The second one is unique constraint. The unique constraint ensure that all the values in a column are distinct across all the rows in a table. Unlike the primary key, which require the uniqueness and does not allow the nulls, the unique constraint allows null value but still enforce uniqueness for null value entries. Create table, table name, student, ID, int, not null, unique, and name varchar 10, address varchar 20. Here, the ID column must have a unique value, ensuring no two students and share the same ID. So we can have more than one unique constraint in the next one is primary key. A primary key constraint is the combination of not null and unique constraint. It uniquely identifies each row in the table. A table can only have the one primary key and cannot accept null value. This is used to column that will serve the identifier of the records. For example, create table student open braces ID int not null unique name varchar 10 address varchar 20 the primary key open braces ID close bracket. In case the ID column set to the primary key, ensuring that each student ID unique can be. Next one is foreign key constraint. A foreign key constraint link between the column into one table to primary key to another table. The relationship help to maintain the referential integrity by ensuring the value of the foreign key column match the valid record of the referenced table. The order table ID, order number and CID. Then the customer CID, name, address. We can see the clearly CID in the order table is the primary key customer table. I mean uniquely identify the each row of the customer table. Therefore, the foreign key in order table. So create table orders, order ID in int not null and order number int not null. CID is a primary key of order ID. So the foreign key of CID references in the customers of CID. The CID column in orders table in foreign key that reference to the CID column in the customer table. This ensures only the valid customer ID can inserted on the customer table. The check constraints that allows us to specify the condition that the data satisfy before inserted into the table. This can be used to enforce the rule such ensuring that the column value meet certain criteria. The age is greater than 18. The create table student, the ID integer is not null, the name worker not null, age into not null, check the age greater than or equal to 18. The default constraint that provides the default value of the column when the no value is specified during the column or insertion. This is used to ensuring that certain columns always their meaningful value even if the user does not provide. For example, create table student ID not null, name worker 10 not null, age is default 18. Here, if the no value provided in age during the insert and default value is 18 will be assigned in automatic. Add constraint unique student ID, unique of ID. Thank you.